Hey, good morning. This is Old Dad at Old Dad Discovers, and it's Christmas time. So it's been quite a while since I've done a walk and talk, but I thought that today would be a good day to do it. A lot has happened in the last week that I can be really thankful for. Well, one thing that I guess I can be thankful for is I got one of my 2 fantasy football teams to the playoffs. I was hoping for both teams, but for my Old Dad Discovers team, I suffered 2 catastrophic injuries to players that I chose to play for that week. And there's a lot of luck that is involved in playing these games because injuries are out of your control. And at that time, I had my main quarterback and main tight end, both 49ers, go 49ers, and they were both on bye week, so I had to start replacements, and they both got injured very early on. One player, the quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, who was doing really well as a fill-in for the New York Jets, pulled a groin, and so he was knocked out with nearly -1 point. And the other player, Zach Ertz, who's a tight end, he tore his ACL, blew out his knee on a hit. So really unfortunate. I ended up losing by 7 points. Had any of those players just played regular bad games and got 8-9 points, I would have made it to the playoffs and probably could have made a dent because the schedule was looking favorable. I just gotten my primary running back, Omarion Hampton, for the Los Angeles Chargers, who's been injured forever. Finally came back, but didn't deliver, I guess, the 21 points needed to pull it off on Monday night last week. But oh well, that's the way it goes. My other team, though, my other team, the OG, the original gangster, I'm in the playoffs. I'm in the 5th seed, so I play the 4th seed. And this is the league where I'm the defending champ and play with some of my old friends back in the US. So I'm excited about that. Some tough matchups, but we'll see. I just lost to this team last week, and I'm playing him again in the playoffs. So that should be interesting to see how I do, and hopefully I can get there to the finals and win it all. Oh my God, look at this house. They got the statues. Woo. This much has just gotten built recently. So, or at least redecorated. It's wild. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for the fantasy football. I got one team in it, and we'll see how I do. With regards to my life in general, it's been a very busy semester teaching, but also gratifying. Been involved with a lot of industry activities, a lot of value that my team and I have been able to bring to film students in having these amazing talks, screenings of films, and getting students exposed to people who are the makers and the shakers in the Vietnamese film industry. And hopefully they're taking advantage of these opportunities to network and learn from people who are making it happen. There's a lot of great insights, but also these connections could lead to opportunities, which at the end of the day, even though students are film students and they just want to make films, in this particular industry, it's all about, building relationships, who you know, getting exposure, getting your work out. So hopefully the students find value in it. It's one of my strengths in terms of not only being an academic, but being connected to industry and bringing in people that I know, people that I encounter from industry to share relevant information with students. And hopefully, the students can take advantage of that, which will lead to opportunities and hopefully success for them. That's, at the end of the day, what you want as a teacher, is that your students go out there and become successful in their careers, especially in the area that they want to pursue. And if I can facilitate that, then that brings a lot of joy to me. The other area for me is with regards to my PhD. It's taken a little bit of a back seat, but I know I've got to really tighten up the screws and get the writing done. It's very necessary at this point because it's coming down to the deadline. So I'm doing a practice-based PhD, and the creative work is done. Creative work is a feature-length screenplay, but now I have to sit down and write the dissertation, and that's been a struggle, but I know it's something that I have to do and do well, because I need to finish the PhD, and I believe it will bring a lot of value back. So that's the important thing as well, is that it serves a purpose and hopefully will help other researchers, but also add to what I would call diasporic Vietnamese studies or Asian American studies, and also practice-based research in screenwriting. So here's the pickleball court. It's here. So yeah, that's one of the things that I've recently also picked up is the construction is going on back here. So yeah, one of the new things that I've really enjoyed and picked up is pickleball. And here's a pickleball court. And pickleball has been awesome. It's really a fun and social sport. And since I'm a tennis player, it's very natural for me to play pickleball. So I'm still learning to play the game. There's a lot of nuances in the game that is very different from tennis. I guess in terms of pickleball, I'd be called a banger because I love to just whack the ball from the baseline. But it seems with pickleball, a lot of the action is up there at the net, and standing just outside the kitchen and doing volleys. So that's an aspect that I've had to really update myself on this game, learning to play with a little bit more control and getting the ball in the court. And so if I want to down the road advance and play pickleball better, then I'll have to make adjustments. But it's been fun. I've just picked up a new racket, I should say, paddle, that gives me a little bit more power. And I'm really, so far, happy with it. I'm testing it out. I've only had it for 2 days because the old paddle that I had, the starter paddle, just wasn't giving me the power I needed, especially when playing against other players with stronger paddles. So this one's helping me to take advantage of the stiffness and the power in the paddle, so that I can exert less power on my body, and that way I can last longer in games rather than getting fatigued really early. But one thing that I like about it, it's a very social sport because you play with a bunch of people. It isn't like tennis where games take forever or sets take forever. So you can get through one game in a very short period of time. It's a little bit less running, but I think it's really good for fitness. Kind of tough on the ankles and the knees, and obviously the back. So we've got to work on strengthening the core, because there's a lot of bending down to get balls that are low at your feet. So it's been very good for my health. And just to give you a report on my health, I have not reached the 6-pack in 6 months target that I'm aiming for. Granted, I have until January 1st, but to be honest, I'm very far from getting there, unfortunately. But in general, I kind of set this goal to make improvements in my health, and I've done so in the sense that I've gone to the gym more frequently, and I watch what I eat, and I've found a sport that I really enjoy, which is pickleball. And it's something that I can do with my wife, who also is learning to play pickleball and learning from scratch. So no tennis background or any racket sport background, and she's made massive improvements. So young mom, you've done a great job. It's been fun coaching you. And I think that with more coaching and more practice, you're going to be a really solid player. So I hope you get there. And it's been fun playing with you as well. So we've got to definitely practice more and get on the same page. But we should be a force to reckon with in the future, I'm sure. And it's a sport that I can see us playing for quite a while. And maybe at some point, if we get a lot better, we can play competitively, which will be a lot of fun to get in competitions and then to meet new people. So again, it's a very social sport, and we've met an amazing community within our apartment complex, where there's one kind of makeshift court in the back of the building, and in the evenings we've been going out to get our exercise. So it's been fantastic, and hopefully we can get the kids playing too, because it's quite a fun sport. So the 6-pack is not there, but I've made improvements. Even my wife recognizes it. So that's all positive, and maybe I'll give myself another 6 months. I kind of need time to sit down and do the writing, the finishing up of my dissertation, so that I can then, hopefully when I'm done with that, free up time to realize my screenplay as a film. I think it would be super awesome. I have been feeling very motivated based on the types of films that are, doing well at the box office, starting with Get Out, the Tunnel movie, and then Red Rain, Mudal, in theaters. So there's seems to be openness to historical drama, which my screenplay is a historical drama. It's a very touching story as well. So I think there is a possibility now to maybe get that film produced. I've got to get myself back though, in terms of finishing the PhD, so that I have time to go back and make films. Because when you do make a film, it's no joke. It's a 3-4 year commitment at minimum. And being at my age, to ramp up, to get the financing, to get the pre-production done, especially for a period drama, it's going to take time and commitment, and hopefully people will believe in me, will believe in the story, and support me in getting it done. I think just getting the right combo together, started to sort that out. But I also don't want to jump the gun, because if I get too excited about this, then I may not finish the PhD, and I've really got to do that. So this next year coming up will be about finishing the writing of my dissertation, finishing my PhD, but at the same time getting things going for potentially making my film, getting my film produced, directing it, getting it out there. I would love to, in doing so, involve my students, and also involve the alumni that I've taught, who are now working out in industry. What joy it would be for me to work with them. Professionally, it would be completely awesome. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but that's kind of the strategy or the plan for 2026. Hopefully continuing to bring tremendous value to the digital film and video program. Supporting my students with whatever experience and knowledge that I have to guide them to realizing their film projects in a way that will take them far. Hopefully their stories, their films can win film festivals, elevate themselves, their names, so that they can then go on and continue making films and not struggling, so getting them careers in the film industry as writers, directors, cinematographers, editors, colorists, whatever they want to pursue. But hopefully that they trust me and I think the amazing academic team that we've put together, so that we can properly guide them and supervise them. I know that for some students, for some reason, maybe they feel like we're a bit out of touch, but I hope that they find value in it, and if they truly believe in their projects, even though we give them feedback and it's tough love feedback, that if they really believe in it, push forward. But also, if it doesn't do well, take the responsibility, take it on themselves to say, I should have listened. I should have listened to the feedback. But we're okay if they can prove us wrong. If our feedback is not to their liking, then prove us wrong. Prove us that you know what you want and you have a vision, and go for it. But dare to say it. Dare to say it, and then show it. Show it in the work that you do. Show it in your drive, in your vision, and your willingness to go the extra mile to making it happen and making it move audiences. Because at the end of the day, you want to create films that move people, that impact people, that make people think, change people's minds. Yeah, we want films that resonate and carry on, okay? So, just to give a little plug, I'm wearing a CBV hat. So, this is a distributor of Easy Rig in Vietnam and also other film products and accessories, and they've been very supportive of our students with regards to sponsorship and also in-kind sponsorship for gear, etc. And then just networking with our students and supporting our students through their projects. So thank you, CBV. We hope to grow with you guys, and again, in support of great storytelling and filmmaking in Vietnam, because I think this is a area of growth, and also, you know, cinema that I think is going to really, really grow and also have tremendous impact internationally really soon. So really appreciate your support, and looking forward to this workshop that you're going to deliver this coming week, alongside also a visit from documentary director Lang Nguyen, who just directed a film called Trăng Trời Rực Rỡ, or The Glorious Horizon, whose film features the music in the concert of singer Han Tung, who I really didn't know much before, because I do listen to Vietnamese music, but I don't follow it. But I was really kind of impressed with his the singing. I had listened to a song by chance that he had sang, and then all of a sudden the opportunity to go to the premiere of Trăng Trời Rực Rỡ was fantastic. I was able to bring 3 of my film appreciation students to the premiere. So really glad to be invited to that, and it was such a touching documentary. It's only showing in theaters for 10 days, so hopefully people go out and support the film. But not only that, I think people will be moved by it. And I think it's very important for us to go out and watch different things, because it opens doors for these types of projects to be made and to be screened, rather than the typical, I guess, genres that are successful, like horror and comedy and family drama, that we support these other genres, so then investors will invest in these other types of projects. Okay, so I'll end it here. So looking forward to another great week of sharing before the Christmas break, where I'll spend most of that time working on my PhD. So thank you again for following me, following Old Dad Discovers. I may take some time off to focus on the PhD, so maybe some of the episodes will be scattered, and I'll try to get back to everybody as soon as possible. Again, thank you for supporting me in my journey and my channel, Old Dad Discovers. It's been awesome, and I really wish I had more time to do these, because I love to share the things that I discover, and hopefully I'll be able to continue some of the other, I would say, types of episodes that I've delivered in the past, with walk and talks with colleagues and people that I know, but also the Where Are They Now series with my former students. So hopefully maybe during the break I might do one. And That way I can continue those series. But again, thank you for your support. It's been an awesome year. And those who support my wife's cooking channel, Young Mom Old Dad or Mẹ Trẻ Bố Già, thank you for your support for this year. It's been a growing experience for the both of us. And she's obviously grown a lot from not knowing how to do any of that in terms of filmmaking, in terms of shooting, in terms of editing, in terms of thumbnails and telling story. It used to be where I had to help her out quite a bit with that channel, and now she does it 100%. And amazing, from going from a 0 to, I would say, hero in my eyes, you know, in a year. And she's got over 1,000 subscribers now. So from 0 to over 1,000 subscribers, that's awesome. And she's an amazing cook, an amazing mother, amazing wife, and she's becoming a good pickleball player too. So I gotta watch out. She's gonna surprise me there as well. But that will be awesome because that's something that we can do together. All right, cheers everyone. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you shortly. And do wish the best for my one fantasy football team. And I'll keep you updated on how that goes. Hopefully I make it through this first round and get to the semis and then the finals to appropriately defend my title, but it's not gonna be easy. But let's go the OG, and let's go 49ers this week as they're back from the bye. Cheers, everyone.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share Old Dad Discovers.